Srividya. Welcome to our fireside chat. It's
Hi,
good to have
Apeksha.
you.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Srividya.
Okay. Um, I've been in. I used to be a senior analytics manager. I've been in data science and analytics for the last almost 18 years. Yeah. Looking to reinvent myself soon. So let's see where the world takes me. I am also a mom. I am also a part-time artist. So yeah, those are the other things I do outside
Amazing.
of work.
Good to hear that. So, what are the few things you're hoping to learn out of an event like GITEX over the next few days?
Coming to a big event like this, you always meet some interesting people that are working on interesting projects. So yeah, and there's always new companies that pop up. So I always leave feeling a little bit inspired. A bit overwhelming because this is a huge event. But yeah, I'm looking to learn a lot of things in the next few days.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, coming to the questions, what's the most surprising lesson you've learned leading a tech team?
Is for me, the biggest surprise leading a tech team is really lack of understanding, lack of mutual shared understanding, and the lack of cohesion between the people that know the why and the people that know the how in companies. So the people that know the how, they are the tech teams, right? So they are the ones that are they bring the hard technical skills to the table. Nobody questions that those technical skills are not valid. They're obviously very valid, very useful, and extremely important for the company to grow. But then I've noticed surprisingly that these group of people who know the how really well, they end up pigeonholing themselves into only focusing on the technical stuff, and then the career starts to plateau a little bit. So for these people, not knowing where their cog fits in the larger enterprise wheel is going to really be a disadvantage. Not knowing where the company is going, not knowing how the market's trending and how senior management is thinking about navigating troubled waters or whatever, those not knowing that is really going to impact how much influence and growth they can have in the company. So I think that's something tech teams should address. And then let's come to the people who know the why. They also sometimes struggle to give clear direction to others, and I feel like they oscillate between two ends. Either they are too narrow, focusing on edge cases or solving really narrow problems that don't really move the needle for the company that much, or so they make their strategy about these small problems, or they go all the way to the other end of the pendulum where they are giving very broad direction, and then how that broad direction gets translated to actual exact execution becomes very complex and difficult for the tech team to figure out.
No, you're absolutely right. I think big picture thinking is so important, and at the same time, also being able to communicate the right messages to your team is equally important. So, tell me some more about, as a manager, as a people manager, what are some of your biggest challenges you face retaining top talent?
Beyond the basics of ensuring that you compensate them well and recognize them well, I think as a good manager, one should always also know how to recognize your team in a way that matters to them. So, personalizing, providing recognition to your team is very important, and not many people do that. So, okay, going beyond just, is that it? Is it just compensation and recognition? I don't think that's it. There are three more things that I think tech talent truly cares about and that leadership should consider in order to retain them. One is, we need to ensure that there is the right motivation. The team has the right motivation. That is, they understand the why and they are truly bought into the vision. So that's important. And then the second thing is, they need to feel like they're working on very exciting problems, which also comes from understanding the vision. But also, when leadership commits to automating boring stuff and providing the tech team time and space to truly innovate, that matters a lot to tech teams. And then the third thing here is also ensuring that you're reducing friction. As a leader, you can add a lot of value if you commit to reducing friction for the team and remove the obstacles so that they can focus on execution. So if you have all of these other things in addition to compensating well and recognizing in a personalized manner, I feel like teams really thrive.
Seems like you're an amazing people manager. Your team must be lucky to have you.
I have been learning from them also. So
Yeah, that's amazing. Now coming to, inclusion in the tech industry, what are your thoughts on this, and how have you championed inclusivity in the tech industry?
inclusivity can come from a lot of different ways. One is just to ensure that there is gender equality in the workplace. That's one thing. And when you're hiring, I try to be very agnostic on whether the person is a woman or a man. Doesn't matter as long as they bring the right skill sets. Yeah, there's no artificial limits or proportions on my team. Anybody who is capable is welcome. And I also feel like sometimes managers need to consider that not all people with similar skill sets are the same. They may have different strengths. There are people on my team that occasionally are able to understand people better, and then there are people on my team who really just don't want to talk to people. So knowing who to put in front of what project is very important, and I feel like that is a kind of inclusion because I play to their strengths.
That's amazing. Glad to hear that. Lastly, what do you think of Signify's new talent acquisition as a service?
Oh, I only recently learned about their talent as a service, and I thought it was this whole plug and play talent acquisition thing is kind of interesting because you can just have a team when you recruitment team when you need it, and then you can turn it off when you are done. So I think that really disrupts the existing market as we know it so far. So that's innovative, and they were just I just learned that they have a roster of hundreds of millions of candidates, and then all of the companies that work with them, and of course with that scale of data you can use AI and do very good matching. So yeah, that's exciting.
It's an amazing service to have, isn't it?
Yes.
Srividya, it was lovely chatting with you today. I hope you have a good time at Jitex.
Thank you.
Catch you soon.
Thank you so much. Nice
Thank
talking
you.
to you,
Thank you so
Apeksha.
much.